Pay me my money. Let's turn to. It's Friday. Let's rock out. Let me know if you can hear the music. Come inside the chat and let me know if you hear the music. Oh, I just got told I can't hear the music. So I don't know why. I've been jamming. We got to fix this problem. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's wrong. Can't hear it? Bear with me. Bear with me. Oh my God. I've been trying to fix this thing. It works when it wants to, I guess. Hold on, let me see. Now, can you hear it? Technical difficulties right now. Oh. Anywho, I was told that you can't hear the music, so sorry about that. Can you at least hear me talk? Can you at least hear me talk? Can you hear me talk? I don't know why you couldn't hear the music. That's crazy. I'm going to turn it up a little to the person who's letting me know. Can you let me know right away? Okay. We got music. It's Friday, y'all. Lord have mercy. All right, I was jamming. I was jamming, but someone told me they can't hear the music. So I know it's crazy. I'm just dancing, looking crazy with the carton. Anywho, y'all saw my caption. I said, "Pay me my money, pay me my money." That's Deontay Wilder's position right now. I know y'all can probably be like, "Why she talk about this every day?" Because we got 23 days before it goes down. Birdman in the building. What's popping, King? Dime the boss in the building. What's popping, Queen? Y'all couldn't hear my music? Birdman, Dime? Y'all couldn't hear my music? Okay. So according to Tyson Fury, if he don't fight Deontay, he will be sued for, guess what? $80 million. You know, he on the hook for that. So, like I said before, whether Waldo show up or not, Deontay getting paid, that's not even counting what he normally going to get paid. And there will be a fight. But now that we know that Tyson don't have the bread to cover that, he don't have the bread to cover that. Plus, he already in debt with his promoter. So he's going to show up to the fight. A lot of people weren't buying tickets or buying, plane fare and getting rooms out there in Vegas because they didn't know if he was going to show up. They don't want to fall into the trap that they did the last time. Oh, yeah, I got a new background. I'm working some stuff out. Technical difficulties. I bought this expensive ass green screen and I needed two. So I'm going to have to rectify that later and see the little gap over here. But anyway, I'm working on it. Dime said, yes, it was planned. I was watching from Facebook. Yeah, somebody told me they couldn't hear the music. I didn't want to look stupid going, Yeah. Birdman said, facts. He has to get in that ring. He has no choice. No choice at all. No choice at all. Now, why? Because he entered into a contract. here in America, we sign contracts and we have to honor contracts. So that English shit or that gypsy shit don't work over here. So that's why he got to get in there. Reggie Bell in the building was popping king. Everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe to all my Facebookers. Come on in. Come on in to the YouTube broadcast and chime in the chat, or, my phone number is down the bottom at the screen. Y'all can call in. I'll let y'all know. I got to say my piece. I got to put my stank on it. So let me put my stank on it for a minute. And then I'm going to say, hey, the phone lines are open. 706-804-4449. And the phone lines are working good. So give me a TikTok. Give me a little minute before I say all callers welcome. So, like I said, he signed the contract. And by the way, Wilder has a fight party after the fight. He already bought and paid for it, and it's going to be held at the Mandalay Bay. Good news for me, because I'm going to be in the place. I'm going to be in Las Vegas when it goes down. So I will try to attend that fight party, but it ain't like it was when I was younger. I don't know if I can hang, but I'm going to give a concerted effort to show up. As we say in the Navy, 22 days and a wake up. 22 days and a wake up till the king arrives, and stand tall and put a hurting on somebody. I can't wait to see him. Just so you know, Fury and Joshua never had a contract. We had talks about him possibly fighting Anthony Joshua. For those of you who don't know, Anthony Joshua is a three title holder, 3 titles, like belts. He holds, I don't know what it is, the IBF, the WBA, and he doesn't have the WBC, so the WBO. He holds those 3 titles, and he is by default the man. I'm sorry. So his fight is coming up on September 25th. For those of you who are interested, I might give it a little look. I have the zone. If you have the zone, you can look at it. If you don't, you're gonna be paying some money. They never had a contract signed because the whole time everybody knew that he was in arbitration. And what that meant was Deontay took him to court and made him honor his contract. He paid millions probably to get out of it. Now that ought to tell you where things lie. You don't come in here and cheat the champ and cheat the king and think you're going to get off scot-free. You're not riding off into the sunset with that. Run me my shit back. That's Deontay. Deontay, as I say, he is at peace. It doesn't matter which way it go. He's winning. It's a win-win for him. So, so all of that was lies, him and Joshua in Dubai. Because why he don't take it to UK? Joshua's from UK. You know why he can't take it? Because he's a notorious cheater and he was banned from the UK. So he can't go back there. And if he don't show up here, he can't never fight in America either. So where he gonna fight? Dubai? You think people gonna buy it? No. He gonna be in so much debt. He gonna really have to be a gypsy and take somebody else's name and disappear. You're gonna be like 20 Bob Furies or something. I don't know what name he's gonna assume, but that's how they do. So Tyson can lose his belt and his ability to fight anyone in America. Not to mention he cannot fight in the UK. And that's the position he is in. That's why we will get this fight. I'm not worried. So now I'm like 99.9% sure this fight going down. I wasn't before. I was just praying and hoping against hope. But now I know it's going down. And those words came out of Tyson Fury's mouth. So I guess we could take that one to the bank, right? So Saturday, October, I'm going to move on. But every day I'm going to talk about the king. I'm going to talk about Deontay Wilder. So y'all going to have to bear with me. That's my guy. Anyway, so Saturday, October 2nd, Riddick Bowe, the former champion. If y'all don't know who he is, you better research him. He had 43 fights. He won 1 loss and 33 by KO. The man was something to, he was a force to be reckoned with. He's going to fight Lamar Odom. I guess it got good to Lamar after he beat that other guy, that other singer. I forgot the dude's name, but Lamar, I didn't even see that fight. He won it. But Lamar Odom and him is going down on October 2nd. Also on the card is Paulie Malignaggi versus somebody named Corey B. He's a YouTube sensation. All I got to say to that, Paulie, you better kick his ass. You haven't been a real boxer. You better kick his ass, or you're going to look real crazy in these streets. You still young, Paulie. You just didn't have what it take to fight with these lions. you age quicker than they did. It's just genetics, Paulie. But I'm rooting for Paulie on that one, and he's in the co-main event. Also, social media stars Wide Neck versus Holy God. If y'all don't remember Wide Neck, he was that dude that went viral for having that big ass neck that went like this going down. He had a big neck, like made people just stop in their tracks and be like, damn. He's fighting somebody named Holy God. And there's actually 11 fights on the card, so I guess it'll be okay. It don't cost much, so it's worth it. I mean, hell, you can pay for that. You can pay the price of this cost. You can pay that going to the movies. The location is at the James L. Knight Center in downtown Miami. The tickets are on sale now. They can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com. And the event is called Celebrity Boxing. And this Miami, I guess episode. That's what I would call it. It's Miami's episode. And it's starting at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a live event, and the ticket, the pay-per-view is $29.99, and it will be streaming on Fight TV. So, do y'all want to spend $29? That's what 2 or 3 people at the movies. That's what a meal at your favorite restaurant. It's worth it. Now, Anthony Joshua versus Usyk is going down on the 25th. So, like I said before, we can look at it. I'm just make sure y'all know that the why is it so important for us to even talk about Anthony Joshua. He's been ducking people for a long time. I don't even consider him a real heavyweight. Why is it important? Because he holds all the belts. And we got to track them motherfuckers. We got to put the radar out and make sure we know where they are at all times, because he has them all. Now, on November 17th, Tszyu and Inoue is having a fight. Tszyu is the number 1 ranked WBO, and Inoue is number 7. The reason why I thought that was important, L-Dub in the building was popping king. The reason why I thought that was important is because Casimero wants to fight Inoue, and he wants to fight Donaire, and they don't want to fight him. Why? It's like I say, cheating. Now, I'm speculating. I don't live with that man. I don't know him. But I know human heads don't grow after adulthood. That's all I know. And his head grew. And he rose with the notorious Pacquiao, who is, as in my assessment, like I said, the only thing you can do with a cheater is assess how well they was a cheater. And Pacquiao is ranked number 1 in that division. That's how I feel. It's a stay busy fight for anyway. But Casimero wants that. And those are top dogs. That's the only way he can build up his rep and make himself look like whatever. We know that Rigondeaux embarrassed him. And, every time they can't beat a fighter, they say they run. But how can somebody run if you cut off the ring? Question. How can you run if you cut them off at the path? You didn't do that, Casimero. You don't know how to cut off the ring. Isn't that boxing 101 to learn how to cut off the ring on somebody? You didn't do that. So what we supposed to say? You suck. You look mediocre. against a 40-year-old man. That's what time it is. So, moving on. Anywho, Ryan Garcia. King Ryan, as he like to call himself. I ain't calling this young boy no damn king. But King Ryan is back in the news talking shit. He wants to rain on Gervonta Davis parade. I don't have my duck music, but that is befitting for Ryan Garcia. He ducked everybody. When you ducking more than one person, come on now, that says a lot about you. You ducking? I mean, like, don't y'all be fooled. This man has 8.7 million followers on his Instagram. So he's very popular. And don't get it twisted. He's a nice looking dude. And he alright. Shit. He ain't nothing to hold the phone over. Miss T, Tim Tszyu, and Tekashi Inoue is at 154. Tszyu is a WBO mandatory for Castano. I thought Inoue fought at a lower weight class. Is it another Inoue? Because I thought Casimero wanted to fight Inoue and Nonito Donaire, and they both was like, No, well, okay. I had my guys wrong. Inoue, Tekashi. I don't know. I thought Inoue was the lower weights. But as L-Dub say, Tszyu and Tekashi Inoue is at 154. Now, yesterday I told y'all that's a monster division right there. That to me right now is the best boxing division out there. The junior or what they call it, the super welterweight or junior middleweight. That is the best division. Those are some real dudes up in there. You don't never hear about them ducking, scrambling, making up excuses not to get in the ring. You don't never hear that ever from none of them. I can't even think one, and I searched hard and tried. And you said wrong one. You talking about not Naoyo anyway. And went, okay, I saw anyway, and I ain't know it was two of them. My bad. Thank you, L-Dub, for getting me back on track right there. Because I saw anyway, and I was like, he don't want to fight this dude. So, okay, it's two of them. Are they brothers? Birdman said Ryan moves his lips more than he moves his hands. He's all bark and no bite. Can't wait to see him fall only because of the line and misleading us boxing fans. Yes, he is famous for that. Y'all remember when y'all were young and you always had a guy, a girl, whoever, that's always bumping the gums when the teacher come around. Bumping the gums when their family members come around. Bumping the gums when somebody, that can stop the fight. It's almost like somebody that, don't hold me, but you like putting their hand on, hold me, but telling everybody, don't hold me. That's what I equate to Ryan always talking about other fighters, trying to boost up his reputation like he a real killer or something. He does it all the time, and it happens often. He ain't the only one, but it's mighty funny. I only see one group where that's done to, and that's all black fighters. And there's always some type of, Mexican for the most part. Maybe another Latino, but I don't really see Mexicans doing this. Like, they really hate the fact that black is the shit. They hate it. I gotta say it. I can't hold that in. See, I got you, Miss T. Thank you, L-Dub. They hate the fact that black people fare better. I want to say is better. It's not an exact science. Don't get me wrong. If you don't put in the work and do the hard stuff to, elevate yourself, it's not a give me. But 9 times out of 10 is, the black fighter is going to fare better. And I ain't just say that. Bob Arum said that years ago. But then they turn around and say, we don't sell. But yet, if you look at the highest pay-per-views, if you do the top 5, black people. So much for we don't sell. And then you hear it in the lexicon. People repeat it. And then it's like a actual thing. But it's not an actual thing. I'm so tired of Ryan talking shit about other people. He need to worry about himself and wonder why the fuck he got anxiety problems at such a young, tender age. The fuck is you worrying about? Anxiety and panic attacks stem from people having stress or worrying about shit. That's how I can start. I ain't saying it's the only reason, but it can start. Some people suffer from it way earlier than most of us. But I say around your 30s, maybe 40s, that's when the majority of us start having problems. Ryan, what do you have to worry about? Your 2 babies that you made? That was on you, dog. You could have did a lot of things. You made them babies. What's your problem, Ryan? Why are you stressed? Or is it the tea that you was drinking with Oscar Valdez? Was it that? Maybe Ryan can tell us the name of the tea. Preachman's tea, unapologetically. Yeah, I'm not. Because I'm sick of it's the same play. But he got 8 million followers. Who is these people? I'm willing to bet that 90% of them are not boxing fans. They don't even watch boxing. Like I say, he's a good-looking guy, but shit, beauty fades, dumb as forever. You can't always rely on your looks. And if you get in there with some real killers, you ain't gonna have them pretty looks for long. But that's what he do. Let me talk about Tank. Let me act like I'm Bobby Badass and I'll be Tank ass and Tank ducking me. Nigga had a nerve to act like somebody ducking him. He was the biggest duck of all. You ducked Javier Fortuna, which I don't even like that dude, but you ducked him. You trying to, I don't know which one of y'all ducking the most at this moment, Jojo Diaz or you, but I guess y'all about to get a fight soon, so whatever. Both of y'all, Jojo Diaz and Ryan, fought eliminated fights so they can be the mandatory for Devin the Dream Haney. But guess what? When it was time to sign on the dotted line and step up and be a man about yours, crickets. Jojo said after he beat Javier Fortuna, however you say his name, after he beat him, he said, yeah, I want Devin out, I want this, I want that. I knew I could see it in his eyes. No, you did not want Devin. Or you talked that shit before the fight, but you didn't want Devin, and then you try to clean it up after the fight. Ryan goes on hotboxing with Mike Tyson, talking shit about Tank. Mike calls him up. I'm glad to see how Tank move in these streets. Like he ain't really paying him much mind. But Ryan, you don't want no smoke. You don't want it with Devin. You don't want it with Tank. You don't want it with none of the top 135 pounders. I don't think you can beat T.O. I don't think you can beat Lomo. I don't think you can do anything. I think you had youth and you move fast. I think you being, you're a boxer to be relevant. So you can seem like this king that you claim you are to all the ladies. Yeah, you killing bed sheets. You ain't killing shit in the motherfucking ring. But you always find that black guy to talk down on. So people can look at you like you're the second coming and want to go rush to see your fights. And after you dupe them, because I'm telling all his fans, don't fall for the shit. After y'all run to go see his fight or pay to see his fight, y'all gonna turn around and be like, what's next, Ryan? What's next? And his bitch ass gonna say, I'm going home. Oh, I got this in the works and I got that, and be all secretive. And then when he see that those fighters he bring up have a fight, oh, that motherfucker ducking me. He can't fight. He's scared of me because I'm too quick for him. I'm fast, I'm pretty. Have several seats, sir. Several motherfucking seats. You are pissing me off. I'm sure you're pissing a lot of fans off. I'm tired of seeing these Mexican fighters. It's not every Mexican. If you're not a fan and you're not, if I talk about Mexicans, I'm talking about these ones who violating out here in these boxing streets. If that's not you, I'm not talking about you. But I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm calling it like it is. I'm tired of seeing these hating ass Mexican fighters trying to use a black man name to come up. We're the biggest consumer block in America, and we sell. So but hey, it's too much like right to give a black person their props. Y'all are bringing the racial element into it, and y'all irritating the fuck out of me with that shit. Like, for real, for real. Every time I see one, I gotta have my guard up and be like, is he gonna be one of these? Is he gonna be one of these kind of Mexicans? I never used to feel that way. But y'all got a hidden racism. Don't blame us, blame God. I wouldn't do that if I was you, but don't blame us, blame God. If you're not faster than us, if you're not stronger than us, if you don't have the better agility and all that, that's not our fault. You can get as good as you can, and then just leave it at that. As long as you try hard, do your best, who can be mad at you? But y'all got this hatred. Y'all would try anything, fair and unfair, to trip up a group of people, a group of fighters, and every time I look, it's always a black fighter. You always got one rule for them and another rule for us. I'm tired of it. If you are a up and coming or a legit black boxer in the sport, they all will run and duck unless they are made. Yeah, they got special rules to protect them. And once again, yes, I did call. I didn't get through today. It was busy all the time. I hope somebody taking my advice. I called my congressman and I complained about the WBC, i.e. the Mexican belt, and told them that they running a racist racket in our country. And when I call, sometimes I use the military, I use everything, anything that works. I fought for this damn country for 20 years, and this is the thanks I get. Y'all letting another motherfucker come into the country and that's how I be talking. That always pull at people's heartstrings. Yeah. Well, what you say your name is? Blase blah. I'm certified and bona fide. Check my records. And they be like, well, thank you, miss. And we'll be sure to pass this message on. Nobody answered today. I won't go stay on the phone all day to keep calling. Next week, I will start it again. If they working on a Saturday or Sunday, I'll be calling their ass. But that's what I advise everybody to do. So I'm turning this phone off because I almost got caught slipping. But anyway, Ryan Garcia and Jojo Diaz is getting close to a finalized date to fight. Ain't that something? Jojo Diaz for Javier Fortuna to be Devin Haney's mandatory. Ryan fought that dude in the UK. Damn, his name escapes me. Luke Campbell. Ryan fought him to be the mandatory for Devin Haney. I never seen people get to the finish line and don't cross it. But that's what they did. But he's King Rye. Okay. Ding that. That fight will be on the zone if they ever make it. I ain't gonna say if they make it. It sounds like they really trying to make that. The final dates and info may be announced as early as next week. Ryan is signed with Golden Boy. That's Oscar De La Hoya as his manager. And remember I told you, him and Canelo have had problems with Oscar. I think it's really about them being bitches. I really do believe it. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Because Oscar has complained about them not taking the fights that they should take. But now Ryan is down there with Team Canelo, side-arming with old Oscar Valdez, sipping on that herbal tea. Oh, now you ready. JoJo think it's an easy win. I don't think JoJo Diaz has been the same since Gary Russell Jr. Mr. Gary Russell Jr. put that ass whooping on him. I don't think he ever been the same. He did jump ship, got out the division, went to another division now, now year 135. He looking for easy wins. And remember, weeks ago, I told y'all, sometimes Oscar tells the truth. I don't know if he drunk or whatever, but he said, I don't think it's best that I'm putting my stank on it, but I don't think it's best that we move, or we get a fight with Devin Haney or Tank or Tio and all them until they, we'll go for the titles when they move up to 140. I said, what? Stop, pause. You're going to wait till the division, the top fighters in the division, move up and weight, and then you're going to let your fighter go for a title. And I guess somebody asked him why. He said, oh, we know they'll win. What? That's what boxing is? So Oscar don't have faith in you anyway. Talking about JoJo Diaz. He don't have faith in you because he's protecting you because you're a brother, you're a Mexican bro. He's protecting you, but he don't have faith that you can beat none of those top fighters. Let's see. Tank, black man. Devin Haney, black man. He don't think you can beat Lomachenko, white man. And Teofimo is not Mexican. What is he? I don't want to say Panamanian. I think he's Panamanian. He's Latino, but he's not Mexican. People of color and one white guy. And you can't fight none of them. So when all of them leave, who you gonna fight? You want to make fights with Ryan. Now he said he want to shut Ryan up for on behalf of the whole boxing fans community. I dare say we welcome that. We want you to put a hurting on Ryan. Shut him up. Sit him down. But JoJo, this your first time acting like you don't want no smoke. Now before Gary beat you, you seemed like you was all about it. Don't let one loss just, make you a wimp. I hate to think of you like that. Ryan, I'm done. I really have nothing for you. You look good on social media. Do that. Seek life elsewhere because boxing really ain't your thing. Birdman said they all practicing the MBF stuff. It's a disgrace. Yeah, it's a disgrace. We live in this country. Some of us fought for this country. Some of us died for this country. Whatever the case, whether you was in the military or not, it's our country. And the person who's violating us, fucking with our civil rights, is the WBC. And all the Mexican fighters are complicit. I hate to say all. Let me take that back. I'm sorry. Not all, but most of y'all motherfuckers. And it's enough of y'all for me to make a general statement. Put it that way. I don't want to say I can't tell y'all apart. And I can't tell which one of y'all on the up and up and which one of y'all not. If I'm lying, I dare any Mexican to come in here and I will point out, boom, 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 why I say what I say. Now if you ain't in boxing and you're Mexican and you ain't like that, I'm not talking to you. But I ain't gonna apologize. So don't come in here with the shit. Fair warning. Because it's irritating to a lot of us and we tired of it. So like I said, talking about Ryan Garcia, he got 8.7 million followers. Hey, that's a lot. Kudos to you for that. And if you was about it, you could really, elevate yourself higher. If we going by your followers, you know what, somebody, not me, and I agree with the statement, but somebody wrote an article comparing you to the Jake Pauls of the world. He said, they said Ryan Garcia is just a YouTube sensation, kind of like Jake Paul. Now, Ryan, you have always been a professional fighter, right? First you was an amateur and then you're professional. Isn't that an insult to be compared to a person who not really is a real boxer? Jake Paul is not a real boxer. He ain't made a fight with a real boxer yet. He made a fight with YouTubers and people who are retired or UFC fighters or so. He ain't a real boxer. They don't even, how can you say plus or minus 5 when it comes to your weight on weigh-in day? Where they do that at? But you're a real fighter. None against Jake. That wasn't the path that he went down. But Ryan, is some against you because that's the path you went there. You knew you wanted to be a boxer. You was in the amateurs as a kid. You saw all these guys that you now scared to fight. Why? And now you come back looking differently, with your soft nipples and you are just a whole new man. Because you down there with Val Pez sipping on that scissor IET, herbal tea. That's what you was doing. Mm-hmm. So I asked the question, is Ryan Garcia scared? I say, of course. What y'all think? My phone lines are open. You guys can call 706-804-4449. That's 706-804-4449. The phone lines is good. Y'all can call. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this music off. Okay. Had to turn that off. My little Elton John. Low key, I'm a big Elton John fan. I think I'm going to get some tickets to his farewell tour. Wow. I can't wait. But is Ryan Garcia scared? I say yeah. Is JoJo Diaz scared? I don't know. I don't know if he's scared, but I know he's looking for opportunities. Now, JoJo Diaz, I don't know his age. I know he's been around for a while. So sometimes, you know what, when fighters get a certain age and they know they losing their luster, I don't mind that they be money grabbing. If you're kind of honest, sometimes I'll be like what I say for your Danish Ugas. I say, yo, get your money. We not going to be mad. You did everything for God and country. You went to the Olympics for your country, Cuba. You fought as an amateur, God knows how long, and you finally became a champion. And then try to unify, do what you do. But we're not mad if you start doing fights just for the money. Somebody like Mikey Garcia, no, because he's sneaky with the shit. Mikey trying to act like he really about being a champion and all this stuff. Mikey is a straight money grabber. And then you doing shady business on your quest, for your money grab. That's why I don't like what Mikey doing. I don't know how old he is either, but Mikey sat out a long time when he had his disputes and he had to go to court with Bob Arum, as do most fighters. And I guess he won his case. And when he came out, he was seeming like he was like, I want smoke. Give it to me. I'm a free agent. Let me get it. And then I see something. And he fought Errol Spence. And then I said, you know what? He just in it for the money. I can't put no money into him. He just in it for the money. So, wait a minute. What is she saying? Okay, I'm going to ask y'all a question. Y'all just say yes or no. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Yes or no? Please, because somebody's telling me they can't hear. Can y'all hear me? Yes or no? I will keep going. Hopefully y'all can hear me because I can't tell whether the sound is on or not. But Ryan is scared, in my opinion. You say yes. Okay. Well, Big Sin, I don't know what's wrong with your stuff, but you on a different wavelength than everybody else. So maybe you got to check your computer or your sound or something. They both, now, like I said, Ryan and JoJo both fought for eliminated fights to fight Devin, but they're not trying to do it. So I told y'all what Oscar said about JoJo, what his plans is for JoJo. Oscar put too much money into Ryan. He ain't trying to lose his investment. Oscar actually said that Ryan, even though we think he sucks, he actually brings in dough. And that's probably because of all the followers he got. He's a likable guy. I mean, he's nice looking. And he probably get people to come in. They promoting him. Thank you, Birdman. But he brings in enough dough to make them turn the other way. Henley in the building. What's popping, King? What picture is that? A picture of what type of engine? Is that in the sport car or something? Like Hemi or something? I don't know. It's a nice looking engine. So why even be in boxing if you don't have no goals? Remember, I told you, as the fighter, you have to have goals. You have to have short-term goals and long-term goals, which means you have to put a plan together. So when they doing all this him and Han, I see they full of shit, and I'm just calling him out. I don't want him to say another word about another black fighter. And if so, can somebody on the street do us a solid and knock his ass out? I'm just joking. Knock his ass out with comments, that is. You know. Hello, Queen, Miss T. I bid you a good evening. Hello, King, Centos. What's popping? Henley said no. That's not a Hemi. It's a nice looking engine, but it's not an engine. It really looks like one. It's nice looking though. I know a little bit about cars, not a lot. When I was married, that was a requirement. I had to learn how to do things with cars. I couldn't be like, I don't know. Which I'm happy for that, because I did learn some stuff. That is the truth. So we know now what JoJo doing. He ain't gonna see no parts of Devin. It sucks for Devin. They treat him so wrong. But Ryan, I hope don't nobody big him up. And when y'all do y'all channels, tell the truth about this man. I would love for his fans to come in here. He has nothing substantial to back him up. He's a whole bitch out here. Birdman says, salute Centos boxing OG status. Centos said, well, it's my bedtime. Actually, it's past my bedtime. Thank you, Centos, for coming in. Thank you. Where you at, Centos, on the West Coast or the East Coast? And Henry say, boat engine. Oh, that's why it looked nice. I knew it was an engine. I was going to start naming all parts, but I'm a little rusty. I ain't want to brag, show y'all I know my engines. I don't know. I have forgotten a lot of stuff. Oh, we got a caller. What's up, Birdman? How you doing this evening? Salute. What's good? What say you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's kind of weird how Ryan is in these streets. I mean, he's too young. He don't have enough time. It's like this younger generation. I dare say about 95% of them. I ain't gonna say all. They have that fast food mentality. They want everything right now. They want it yesterday. And when we was coming up, if we wanted something, we knew we had to put in that work, and we knew that work was gonna take a long time. But this young generation, he's making moves as if he already arrived. Dude, you don't even really have a good resume. And you keep doing the same thing and as if we don't see it. Mexicans are not the only fighters out there. There's blacks, there's whites, there's Indian, there's Japanese. Japanese fighters off the chain. There's all kinds of fighters. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, so Birdman, Cinto said we can't hear the call, Miss T. I'm not sure. Everything is hooked up. Let me see. My Well, he said he can't hear it. I can hear you clearly coming through my headphones. So, Centos, can you hear that now? I don't know. Now, it's a Google number. So when y'all call in, it's hooked through my computer. So whatever I play or have on here, y'all all should hear it. I've had, every time I try to do something, see, I know what happened. I put this damn green screen up. And I noticed that I needed to. So then, I got creative because back in the day, they used to make us take home economics. So I said, as as you now see, the beautiful black drape or whatever I'm gonna call it, a drape. You know what I'm saying? So I got creative, and even how I put it up is creative. So it said no, still. He said no, still the same. OT sounds like Charlie Brown. Oh, okay, okay, all right. Thank you, Birdman, for coming in. Centos, can you? Oh, thank you, thank you. Centos, can you come in for a hot second before put it down to rest, or you get up under the bed? Can you call in so I can hear your voice? Number one, and so the rest of the chat can see if it's working. I can hear the call. I can't hear the call. My sister said that the other day. Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. Like everything's hooked up right. I'm gonna turn it up because you guys said sometimes it's too loud. I thank y'all for bearing with me. Um, I guess you said we can hear now. Can we hear now, Centos? So that's what you meant by H. We can hear. Um, can somebody else call? So I can check to make sure everything is working. I'm gonna figure it out one day. I apologize if people can't hear. I do have discussions with people who call in. I heard clear as day, and I enjoyed y'all calls. Uh-huh. Cinto said, "Put your number in the chat for me, please." Okay. Let me see where I put it. There you go, y'all. Can y'all see it rolling at the bottom of the screen as well? Yeah, I'm just doing like makeshift shit right about now. I'm Jimmy rigging shit. Like I said, I just was so happy. My green screen came in. I got my niece is gonna make me a transparency, so I was wanting to put it behind there because I was gonna do stuff like stay with the seasons, have things behind me that go with the season, not too flashy, not too anything, but that's what I was gonna do. And I open it up and it's huge. It's really huge, but it's not big enough. So now I know I need two. But shit, you know how much this damn thing costs? It's gonna be a hot second. So we're gonna have to work with the black screen. Hey, what's up? What's up, King? Now could y'all hear that? I'm good. I love a deep voice. I hear you clearly, King. I love a deep voice. What's good with you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yes. I hate to call it Geek Squad over here to try to. They be like, "Oh, girl, you gotta flip the switch." That what is probably gonna happen. So yeah, testing, 1 2, a 1 2, a 1 2. What's good? I'm just trying to make noise so you can see if you hear something. It could be my internet, you guys. I live it's kind of like the country. It ain't really the country, but it's kind of like it used to be the country. Can you hear me? So I heard myself. Mm. Do you hear yourself? Wow, that blows me. Oh my goodness. So I guess the phone lines are not working today. I don't know what's going on. Mm. So it's through the Google. Uh, that's what my one of my callers said. Um, he's Birdman said we hear, but not the call. It might be the mic. Can the speakers play without the headphones? Well, I got everything going through a mixer, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to like do a lot of test runs and everything. I will have it straight by Monday. But thank you so much, Centos, for even coming in when you're supposed to be resting. Okay. Ain't what is it? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I got a lot of old school rap quotes. I will definitely try. Are y'all on tonight? Mm-hmm. No. Okay, chat. They inviting us to go to the boxing section. Please go over to the boxing section. On the East Coast, it comes on roughly around 3 o'clock in the morning. Roughly. I'm East Coast. I'm East Coast. Mm-hmm. Two. Oh, okay. So if okay, Birdman just validates you. He said, Miss T, Sento's show is off the hook at night. Yes, they are, Birdman. I have tried to step up in the building and said, oops, this ain't for me. Let me back into my lane. Yeah. Oh, look, y'all conversations, y'all do, and it's all in good fun. I don't mind men being men, but like sometimes I can't step in that convo. I gotta let y'all have it, but be sure. Okay, okay, I hear you. I hear you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 So Centos, you trying to say if the women come into the show, he's talking about the boxing section, y'all. Do join in there. It's like 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, considering if Fred's show go off on time, and that's barbershop conversation. Let me tell you, that's some good times at night. Like, especially if you work the eve shift, I mean, well, what they call it, the third shift. If you working into the night, oh my God, turn on boxing conversation with Fred, the Fred and Cal show, because Cal comes on, and Cal show is the boxing section. And Centos want me to let you guys know that it's an all inclusive show. You're gonna get they can talk about anything. I've seen them talk about cars, just men being men, men talk. What else? Politics, current events. It's an all inclusive show. Before you know it, it's time to go home. You off work, and you're relaxing. But it's a lot of comedy. Raw, just being around people, comedy. Since we've been in the demic, as I like to call it, the demic got us moving sideways out here. We don't get to talk to nobody. We don't get to share experiences or anything. And I'm telling you, these two shows, you're going to find all that. So if y'all listening to me on Facebook, please start getting into these YouTube shows. I'm telling you, YouTube is better than TV now. I don't even watch TV no more. But I will, Centos, take you up on your offer and come in there. I guess he's saying the girl's going to make them have some act right. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Respect. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, see, a lot of my friends don't even know about these type of forms. And Centos want y'all to know it's all about respect in these shows. They don't curse nobody out. Men can talk aggressively, so do women. But at the end of the day, it's all love, and it's just sometimes people get passionate about whatever subject they want to talk about. But it's all love and it's all respect. As long as you understand that, you are fully welcome to join them at any time, Monday through Fridays. And like I said, Fred comes on. If you're on the East Coast, that's midnight. Fred Barbershop Conversations. He normally go off around 2. Sometimes he run long. Because the good thing about these YouTube shows, you can stop whenever you want to. You have a definite start time, but it's up to you as the host to stop when you want to. But as long as you come in the building with respect, you're going to get respect and you're going to get some good conversation. And Birdman said also check out at I Am Trill Will show. They all cool with each other and good boxing content. I think I caught him a couple of times. Birdman, I'll say facts. All love. They do. They are. Let me tell you, you're gonna be laughing, and that's a good thing because that's what we all need. PGH, big dog in the building, was popping king. So yes, jump from channel to channel to channel all day. It's enough of us out here where you don't even have to look at TV no more. Imagine that. Imagine that. The only reason I pay for cable is so I can catch the boxing. Other than that, I don't even watch TV no more. That's crazy. I never thought I'd say that. I barely even watch TV. So thanks, Centos, for calling in before you turn in and get up under the bed, because I know you're tired. And y'all couldn't hear him. I'm going to fix this. Sometimes it works. I'm looking at this mixer and everything is where it's supposed to be. I'm not sure why it's not working, but I think when I try to put this bad boy up and do all this, It's just the luck of the draw. Sometimes I have good luck, sometimes I don't. So thank you, King. Thank you for gracing me with your presence. Thank you, and have a good night. So yeah, I'm sorry once again if y'all couldn't hear and y'all just see me responding. My sister actually told me the other day she couldn't hear, but other people say they can. So I really don't know what the problem is. Sometimes I just blame myself. Our internet, like I said, I kind of live in the country, but I don't. It's not. It used to be the country, but now they citifying it. I just made up a word, but y'all know what I meant. So I'm gonna finish off this news. So Conor Ben, he signed a multi-fight deal with Matchroom. We all know that Matchroom is ran by Eddie Hearn, and that's gonna have him locked in. So much for him wanting to see the top guys in the welterweight division, because I don't see nobody fucking with Eddie Hearn like that. I don't see it. I don't know when it's gonna come, but it seemed like he sealed his fate, kind of like with Bud. But again, a lot of people be mad at Bud. I'm not. Y'all know that's my guy. That's my guy. So put some respect on his name when you come up in here. But I can't talk about how a man chooses to run his business. Either people suck at business or they don't. I can't really get into that. Like, it's hard for me to criticize somebody on how they want to eat. But I can say, as a result of you doing XYZ, ABC happening. And if that means we ain't getting fights as the fans, then Bud, yes, I'm upset with you. I am upset with you. Hopefully things get better. Birdman said, I hope he gonna fight AB. Who? Conor Ben? That's what they want to do. They out here trying to embarrass AB. AB might not be ready. I mean, I heard he had mental issues too, or some kind of anxieties or something. I don't know if he's healthy. Let me tell y'all. Madonna, old raggedy ass, he fucked AB up. He fucked AB up for real. I think Madonna cheated. I don't care what nobody say, because AB was probably the closest or resemblance of Floyd in the ring. Like he to me, he did it better than most other people. He had the defense. He had that shoulder roll a little bit. I mean, AB could fight. He's naturally gifted. Every time AB have a fight, I go for AB, even though I know there's something wrong with him throwing his hands. I'm thinking it's his arm or his bicep like locked to his locked some kind of way, and somebody got to unlock it before the fight. Because I know if AB throw them hands, who gonna beat him? Who really gonna beat him? Especially if he fights. I prefer AB at the junior welterweight. We all know AB was the shit at 135. He probably jumped up too soon. He probably jumped up too quick. But I prefer him at the 140. But I still say Madonna had to have something in his hands. Or maybe he snuck and wore them hairless gloves, or them gloves with horsehair, but he moved stuff around so he was knuckle fighting them. AB ain't been the same since. But look what Madonna did. Once he got his little millions, and where he took that shit back to I'm sorry, Santos, it sounded like it just hung up. But once he got his millions and he took it back to where he from? Argentina. You know, I'm sure he living like a king. It's probably like, for every dollar of vows, it's probably like $20 their money. So you know that little pay he got fighting Floyd. Not only did he get that, he got an extra $2 million, because Floyd was like, put him in the same shit I'm wearing. So, you know, he another cheater. I don't have no respect for him, and he's stomachy, big time. But he fucked AB up, and I'm still mad about that. And they're kind of being everybody. It's almost like they're trying to make AB the gatekeeper. But what they do know is AB bringing them dollars. So and AB don't like Eddie Hearn. So if Conor Ben was serious about fighting top echelon fighters, and we know where they all reside in the good old US of A, then you want to sign with Eddie Hearn. So what you thinking? Because good luck in trying to get somebody to do a deal with him. Good luck. and you just knew that he just pulled out of America's Zone and all that. They pulling chocks. They up out of here. And then after that, you're gonna sign with them and expect somebody to go over to that side and fight. Who gonna do it? Everybody else with PBC. Bud is about to get with Sky Sport. Maybe you can get a fight with him. I don't know. So, and really, I don't even know the finalization with Bud doing, to be honest. I know this is his last fight with top rank, as it should be. Unless you're destitute and you don't really have a way, I understand as a beginning fighter to start with top rank. Don't sign your life away, though. Give them like 3 fights just to see, get your feet wet and see if they do right by you. Because if you black, there's another one to bring racial element into it. Bob Arum don't want to pay nobody. He's turning out to be like a Scrooge or something. Birdman said he getting ready for a camp. I don't know why they seem like they came back up again. So, like I said, I guess he don't want to fight. He's fighting again in December, though, y'all. I don't know who he fighting. They don't have an opponent just yet, but they know he's fighting in December. He fought Adrian Granados. Shout out to Adrian Granados. If you couldn't get Adrian out there, if you couldn't get him up out the ring, how you going to do that to Boots? How you going to do that to Virgil? How you going to do that to Terrence? How you going to do that to Errol? How you going to do that to Sean? How you going to do that to Sean? And how you going to do it to Danny? You couldn't get Adrian Granados out? All those people I just mentioned can beat Adrian Granados, but don't get it twisted. Adrian is a solid fighter. He's on the tail end of his career, but he was a solid fighter who had a lot of misfortune in the boxing world. He had some mishaps that probably, you really can't blame nobody. But then, I remember when Fortuna quit against him. I ain't never forgot that. And that's when I stopped liking Fortuna, Javier Fortuna, because he quit. And Adrian was done dirty. I hope Adrian is another fighter. I say, get the money. Just go on and get the money. Fuck all the dumb shit. Get the money. So my last thing to say is about what Ellerby said. So I guess Ryan out there talking shit. So Ellerby had to put his stank on it. He said, hey, I called Oscar. I called your crew. You know what they told me? They told me they got other plans for you. That's what they told me. They said, you doing something else. So shit, what choice do we got but to speed on, right? If you doing something else, what we gonna do? We gonna speed on. So that's what they told him. So Tank moving on with his life, making his fights, doing his thing. As soon as he kind of slated to be in a fight, like we all know, Tank is slated to be fighting in December, possibly. Now I'm gonna say probable, because it's more likely that he's gonna fight Rolly Romero. And now that Ryan hears that, here come the shit talking. Here come the shit talking. And Ellerby said, look, we reached out. Y'all didn't want no smoke. I don't know how you take that. If you reach out, you tell Ellerby, we got other plans. How you supposed to take that? I take it as you don't want no smoke. So, I go with Ellerby on this one. I believe that did happen. Let me see. Ryan is, like I say, he popular on YouTube and all that stuff. But Golden Boy don't want to put Ryan in with no real killers. He know he done. I don't even know why he mentioned Tank. But Tank, I will say this about Tank. You're changing, my boy. You're changing in the way you fight. You're becoming more strategic. That's cool. But don't trade effective work for strategy. In other words, when you fought Mario Barrios, he was leading on the unofficial card. Floyd told you, right? And he was beating. He was winning. If you didn't get that knockout, I don't think the decision would have went your way. Deontay Wilder used to do this, and it's because they get used to a certain way of fighting or whatever. It can happen to anybody. I don't know if nobody be like that, but it's up to us to tell, as the fans, to say, hey, Tank, go back to the old Tank. Keep them hands moving. We see what happens when you don't move your hands. you have like an AB situation. Because I believe everybody AB fought, he could have beat. Everybody. And Pacquiao did not skull AB. And it's possibly, in my opinion, could have been a draw with AB and Pac. So just don't stop moving your hands. You know, I can't tell you what to do. You're in there. You see things. You know what you're doing. You're getting trained by the best. I understand that. So I'm trying to stay in my lane. But that strategizing shit with some real killers, Tank, you gotta move them hands. You gotta move them hands. Like I said, if everybody want to pretend like they Floyd or got it like that, go back and look at Pretty Boy. You can look at all his fights on YouTube. Go back and look at it and tell me if he stood still. Tell me if he didn't throw his hands. Tell me if he won't knocking motherfuckers out. You ain't gonna be able to tell me that. So if y'all imitating him, imitate him right. Because imitation is the best flattery. But anywho, that's all I have for y'all today. It's Friday. I try to rock out with y'all with some go-go. It didn't work. But anyway, have a good weekend. Have a good, wonderful, blessed, and safe weekend. And hopefully I see y'all on Monday, bright and early in the evening. That's my time slot, in the evening. But do check out the boxing section, 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and boxing conversation. And that starts at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Those are good shows. You will have fun. You know, my mother watches it sometimes, and she actually likes it. They talk about everything. Like I said, it's a place where you can dwell. All is welcome. Just come in the building with some respect. Wipe your feet at the door. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do that for me too. And for y'all Facebookers, join in. Come into YouTube. I keep asking you, come into YouTube. So hit us up in the chat so we can engage with you. And I promise y'all I'm going to do my due diligence to have this squared away on Monday. I'll try. That's all I can do. But when you know more, you do better, right? But when you know better, you do better. I like to switch that up. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Holla at your girl on Monday. So y'all have a safe weekend. And that's it.